Okay, now we'll tackle synthetic division. It's a shortcut to long division, but it can't replace long division in all scenarios. So this is important for you to understand. When can it be used? Only if the divisor is in the form or can be written as x minus k. So that means it's linear and the a value is 1. So here's some examples. You can write this down here too if you want. Synthetic division cannot be used when our divisors look like some of these examples, like this, for example, quadratic. If I was dividing by x squared minus 4, I can't use it. It's got to be linear, okay? Or maybe it is linear, but a isn't 1, like 3x minus 5. Once again, synthetic division cannot be used. I mean, there's a way around it with this, but I'm not going to show you right now. I can't use it when it's in that form. Okay, you get it? I guess I show you another one. 2x cubed minus 6. Once again, not linear, not going to work. Okay, so if you look at 6, 7, 8, 9 real quick, they're in the form x minus a number. Okay, this one is close. We can fix it though. We can write it as x minus negative 1, x minus k, x minus negative 3. These are all set. Okay. All right. So a good intro to how we set this up is to show you our long division setup versus synthetic division setup. So what I want you to do is we're going to kind of divide this in half, and only the top half here, because I'm going to show you how we set it up, and then we'll try to do the solution to 6 down here. All right. So if we were to do this on the previous page, we'd put our divisor out front, x minus 1. And then we'd put our dividend underneath. So we'd say 2x cubed. I have no x squared term, so we'd say 0x squared minus 4x plus 1. Okay. All right. So let's write over here synthetic division setup. All right, so how do we do that? Okay, it is in the form x minus k, so I'm going to write x minus k right underneath here. So we want to use 1 as our k value, not negative 1. Okay, so k kind of goes in this upper corner box. Okay, k is going to go right here every time. So k is 1. All right, and then next to that, we put the coefficients. So 2, 0, negative 4, and 1. Maybe just put a little space just so it doesn't look like one big number, little gap. Okay, so these are the coefficients. Coefficients. All right, so that's our setup. K goes here. Coefficients go here. Okay, and here's what we do. We add going down and we multiply by k going up. I'll put those rules kind of off to the side here in just a moment. I kind of want to keep this clean as your setup. So let's go ahead and do this problem now down here. So 1, I've got 2, 0, negative 4, and 1. All right, so what we do is we add going down. So I've got 2 plus nothing, 2. And then when I bring this number back up to this spot, I multiply by k. So 2 times 1 gives me 2. And do it again. Add going down, 2. 2 times 1 when I come back up here. It's 2. Add going down. So now I get negative 2 and multiply again to get negative 2. Add going down. Okay. All right, so here's the place value. What does these numbers mean? This is the remainder. This is the, just put x to the 0 for now. Makes sense here in just a minute. This is x to the first. This is x squared. So you kind of track backwards from right to left. So that basically means the constant term. Okay, so the answer to this problem is That's the coefficient. So we say 2x squared plus 2x minus 2 with this remainder. Okay, so plus -1 over our divisor of x minus 1. Okay, all right, let's see. We kind of box this off. Let me show you this one more time before you try 8 or 9. Okay, so dividing this by x plus 1, it's not in the form x minus k, but I can write this as x minus -1, and now it is in that form. So my k value is -1, right? X minus k, -1. So -1 goes in the corner box, and then my coefficients go here. So I've got 1, 2, -1, -2. Okay, so here's the steps here. If you want to kind of bolt this in, we add going down, and then we multiply by k when we go up. So I'll just say going up. Okay. All right, so add going down. So 1 plus nothing is 1. Multiply going up. So we get -1. Add, multiply. Add, multiply. Add. So I got a remainder of 0 this time. So again, if you want to keep doing what I did here, remainder, constant term, x to the 0, x to the first, x squared. So my coefficient of the x squared term is 1. So I'm going to say 1x squared plus 1x minus 2, no remainder to report. So my answer is here. Okay, so make sure you understand the big picture, what you're doing. We took this, we divided by x plus 1, and then this was the result. This was the answer. Basically what we were putting on top of our division problems, right? These answers. Okay, oops, there we go. All right, let me set up 8 and 9 for you and let you try both of those, and then we'll wrap it up with some feedback. That's as far as we're going to get today. Okay, notice this one's not in standard form. So we got to rearrange it either now or when you jump to your problem, but I've got 4x to the 4th needs to be first, then minus the 4x squared plus 6x. My k value is all set. It's in the form x minus k, right? So 4 is k, so 4 goes in the corner box. And then don't forget your wholes. I have no x cubed term, right? I have no constant term too. That's something that comes up sometimes we forget about. You got to complete this all the way to the constant term like you had here, the 1. So since the constant term's not there, we need to write in a 0 at the end to finish that correctly. Okay? That can be tricky. Okay? So I set that one up for you. I want you to complete that. 9 I did not set up for you. Let's see if you can set that one up and finish that as well. Okay? So give yourself 3 or 4 minutes to do those and then resume this video. All right, here we go. Add, multiply. Add, multiply. Keep going. Some of these numbers get bigger. Doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Trust the process. Add, multiply, add. So you got a remainder of 984. Okay? So here's the answer. Check it versus yours. Hopefully it went well. If it didn't, hopefully you can find your mistake and correct it. Number 9. This one, the k value has to be -3. Got a lot of zeros here, right? X to the 4th, x to the 3rd, x squared, x to the 1st, and then finally the constant term. And then there's the math that you can check. There's our answer. Okay, pause if you need some time to go over that. Okay, so we'll be wrapping up. Doesn't look like there's much more, but the next couple of examples take a while to do. As you're working through your assignment, check as you go. You know, you don't want to do all of these the wrong way. So do a problem or two, check in the back. Do a problem or two, check in the back. If you can't figure out what you're doing wrong and you keep messing these up, please jump in one of the live supports. Remember, they're just a spot to ask questions. Um, you don't have to turn on your video if you didn't comb your hair. I don't care. Just join, ask me a question. I'll take you through right here on my camera and I'll set you straight. Okay. And that can be any live session, to be honest with you. Any of those half an hour sessions on the schedule, jump on in. You can ask me a question. Okay. All right. Have a good day.